Oh, this is probably going to be part two. I'm sorry, guys. I had a message come in that I had to answer. Okay, so I was at Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song, Frequency of Sound, Diving Deep. The Whale and Orca Elders are benevolent, cosmic beings here to anchor a frequency of love onto the planet, to harmonize it with their song. As they weave around the oceans, they do so much more than any of us know. Their physical presence affects Earth's magnetic field, and their harmonics call us to wake up and remember our own soul's song. Looking into the eye of the whale is something you'll never forget. Whales see into your very being, and in an instant, you're changed forever. They see beyond the physical, the woundings, the identity, the personality, the story. They see right into your soul. If you pull this card, you're being called to surrender to your deepest truth and share it with potency. To bow to who you truly are. To stretch your heart wide enough to hold it all. To leave your fears, your doubts, and the baggage at the door. To question any part of you that doesn't feel good enough. The Whale and Orca Elders want you to give others the privilege of seeing who you truly are, and for you to see the same in other beings. To drop your hang-ups and personality flaws and get busy revealing the unique note your soul came here to sing. Allow the song that echoes in the four chambers of your heart to emanate in all four directions. Peel back the layers of suffering and pain and reveal to others your soul's true song. And endeavor to see the soul of all those you meet. Starseed Soul Inquiry. How are you being called to share your soul's unique song? Okay. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta reply to this. Okay. All right. The next one, which was that? It was, I think it was this one. Loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms. Oh, okay. So you might be holding back. So these fears, like whatever your dreams are, there's something holding you back, and that could be an addiction. Something to cope, like something, I hate to say this because I'm guilty of it too, but staying in your comfort zone. And this card here, the whale card, you're being guided to drop this addiction, and it'll tell us how you can do that. Okay, so loosen your grip. Oh, page 88. See, I told you I read the card numbers out, or the page numbers out for a reason. Oh, excuse me. We are cyclical beings, And Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day, with the coming and going of the tides and the seasons. If you're clinging to anything, you're resisting the natural flow of who you are. The things we cling to are so often those we most need to let go of. The food, the substances, the relationship, the job, the people pleasing. The things we cling to often cover up our most vulnerable space, the part we're most afraid of to leave empty, the part we guard and don't let grace into. But by keeping that space covered with something that doesn't serve us, or clinging to it for fear of it not staying of its own accord, we prevent ourselves from receiving the things that will. A Course of Miracles tells us, whatever we leave empty, grace will fill. And the Buddha said, you can only lose what you cling to. Indeed, both are true. If this card appears, you're being called to find the courage to loosen your grip and give up control, to release your coping mechanism and leave space for grace and God to enter, to surrender all that feels dense to the divine. Loosening your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It may, or it may stay. But you can be sure that what is for you will find you. And you'll breathe easier knowing that you've shifted from relying on your own strength to surrendering to the grace of life. Starseed Soul Inquiry. What are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? Oh, that's a really good question. That's a really good question. Yeah, what are you holding on to that's not serving you? That's not for your highest good. It's not going to help you grow. It's not going to help you mature. It's not going to help you be where you want to be 10 years from now. And whatever that is, you have to let it go. It doesn't mean they're gonna, or the thing, or whatever it is, the person. It doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna leave your life. They will if they're not for your highest good. In which case, you should be happy because they're not for your highest good. So it's okay, you know. Just let them go with love and grace. You know, it just doesn't have to be anything mean about it or no hard feelings, you know. Just not for your highest goods. That's all. Alright, so we have Earth next. Learning how to be human in the world but not of it. So this addiction could be like people pleasing. Like you maybe feel guilty for something, and so you want to make it better. You want to kind of like fix the person, help them, but the other part of you, like your soul, doesn't really want to, or something. There's something that like you're just like, yeah, this isn't right. I don't really want to, but I want to be a good person, so I kind of want to, you know. So that's where you have to release the guilt and be like, okay, you know what, I'm learning how to be a human here. I'm not the God, you know, like I'm not God. I can't fix everyone. I can't help you know, whatever. However you want to look at it. So, well, let's read what it says from the book here. Page 62. The challenge for all souls having a human experience is to be in the world but not of it. To realize they are souls having a human experience and be fully conscious of it. To have their soul fully embody their body. People's personalities tend to relate to their transcendence of transcendence or immanence. Those who lean towards transcendence have a longing for the heavens and the metaphysical. They yearn for a personal experience with God and to be lost in the heavens. They're envious of the angels and are more comfortable praying and hanging out in the stars than on earth. Those who tend toward immanence have attached themselves more to earth and their body. They spend more time thinking about things in this physical world rather than connecting with the heavens or their own mystical inner worlds. Being a fully embodied soul, having a human experience, means finding the balance between transcendence and immanence. Being in the world, but not of it. Most starseeds are drawn towards transcendence. They're more comfortable with the angels and the heavens. Life on earth can be more difficult for them. If this is you, you're being reminded that you chose to be a soul in a body on earth. And you are being called to focus more on your energies in the physical world, to learn how to be human, a soul in a human body, fully present to what life on earth has to offer you. Starseed Soul Inquiry. Do you tend to long for the stars or be more in the physical? How can you find greater balance between the two? Oh, we've got the word balance, so more confirmation. We're doing a good job. Great job balancing out. All right, you go, Starseed. Now fall into my arms. All right, let's see. Fall away into my arms. Oh my gosh, that's number 66. We got 88, 66. 88 is about abundance. That could be, and you, oh my goodness, guys, we got abundance over here in the root chakra card. Remember that one? Right there, that red one. Abundance. And so abundance could be not just abundance like glamour, like the 3D. That's your more immanence self, if you resonated with that. I'm definitely more transcendence. I'm always, up with the my angels and spirit. So so 88 is all about abundance. 66 is about balance. So more about balance. Okay, so fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. The Great Mother ushered you in when you took your first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be, that being human can be lonely and confusing, that the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of Source. But at the same time, it can be incredibly glorious and sweet. So often we see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we're being rewarded. And when things are bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow, and it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience. Ooh, and I just got a ringing in my right ear. So, confirmation. To let them initiate you more fully into life, the agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. This life is but a single breath in the inextinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. The Great Mother wants you to hand over your loneliness, worries, hurt, sorrow, fears, burdens, and doubts, to lay them on her altar, to fall fully into her arms, to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more widely the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. Starseed activation. Place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following. I am ready to embrace the extremes of my life. I lay all that I am carrying onto the Great Mother's altar and fall completely into her arms. So shall it be. Can you see how it's like they're coming out of the water, but then you raise them up and there's all these like white souls? It's like they're being cleansed. And then you've got in the galaxy. I love the artwork on here. It's like so cool. I love that when you have like so many different, like Josephine Wall. I love her artwork. Where is she? I got her, this was written by Gay Guthrie, but the Mystical Wisdoms, that's a beautiful deck too. All right, let's continue here. We've got 2 more to read. Starkeeper, Cosmic Ancestor, Seed the Light by Staying Grounded. Yeah, so what are some grounding techniques that you like to use? Put them in the comments if you want. You guys can start sharing and exploring different grounding techniques that help you. I know I have my grounding crystals that I like to use. I have the pyramid that I use, the 5 senses technique, where you can name 5 things that you see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can, or you could even just do 1 of each, taste and smell. So, yeah. Okay, so yeah, grounding. How do you stay grounded, Starkeeper? All right, and this is on page 110. You're an ancient keeper of the stars, here to anchor and seed your light in your unique way. You've likely been incarnating on Earth for some time, dedicated to an era of awakening and bringing about a long-awaited shift in the planet's evolution. We are at the tipping point now. The survival of Earth and all its species is coming to a head. The more grounded you remain during this transitional period, the more helpful you'll be. The more you tend to the flames of your own heart, the more love you'll anchor onto this planet. The wisdom of the stars is imprinted into your soul. The more soul fragments you call home, the more this wisdom is seated here. You may be called to be in different places in the world to anchor this light. Perhaps by taking a trip or living in a certain location. You may also find yourself experiencing awakening symptoms. The more grounded you remain, the more stable Earth's energy will become, and the less reactive humanity will be. You are here for a double mission. to grow as an individual and as part of a larger collective that's bringing about a shift of frequency. We are coming into we're in the age of Aquarius. Trust, we're in the beginning. Trust that you can be in the world but not of it, and lead a truly glorious life. Or glamorous one, darling. All right. Starseed activation. Place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following. I acknowledge that I am a star keeper. I choose to anchor my light and stay as grounded as possible. Amen. All right, and then I'll read the bottom of the deck, the We the Hathors, Deep Love, Mother's Milk, and Birth as a Portal. Two, 122. So we had 8, 8, 6, 6, and 2, 2. That is the purple and the green too. Where was that? In transformation, in the wings, in the feathers. The purple and the green. No, wait a minute. Alright. We the Hathors. Birth is a portal that ushers in new life. The Hathors are here to remind you that you're a child of the Cosmic Mother, and you're being called to be held by her deep, never-ending love and embrace. This is a tender, nourishing card reminding you to receive the deep, deep love of the Mother's embrace. The Hathors know that the journey on Earth can be rocky and lonely at times, but you are being reminded to rest more deeply in the Mother's arms. Well, it's perfect time right now where I am. It's fall, so perfect time for just nesting in Mother's arms and hibernating for the winter. This is a card of extreme potency, of femininity, of creation, and of birth. You are being called to mother yourself and others too, to surrender to your sacred femininity, to create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and be held. So no matter what gender you are, doesn't matter, you're still being guided to tap into that feminine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energies within us, and balancing that out, if that is a goal that you want to have, you are being guided to do that. You are being called to remember your place in the web of life, and to realize that the Cosmic Mother is watching you every step of the way. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. If so, you are being reminded that you're cradled in a sacred container, that you are more held than you can possibly imagine, and you have access to more love than your heart can bear. If you are struggling in any way, you are being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself to receiving the overflowing love of the Cosmic Mother, flooding toward you from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. Starseed activation. Place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following. I allow the deep love of the Cosmic Mother to wash over me. I am loved. I am held. All right. Awesome. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, 25 minutes. I'm not sure what the other one was. I'm gonna have, I couldn't figure out how to, link the two together the last time I did the part. There was a part 1 and part 2, so I think I got interrupted in that one. So this is gonna have to be a part 1 and a part 2 also. So if you continued watching this through the part 2, thank you. I appreciate you for staying this long, and yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend and you stay safe and stay well out there. And I hope everyone in Florida is doing well. We're just getting some rain right now from the hurricane. Well, it's just, I think, a tropical storm now. So, but yeah, I hope you guys are all safe and well. Alright, until next time, bye-bye for now.